What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Men have always been praised for their physicality. Okay, since the beginning of time, physicality has been a huge part of being a man. A lot of people might think this is shallow, right? Especially nowadays, where things have gone more towards this softer side, right? More towards this don't be judgmental and everything is equal type of era. But a lot of these guys, right, they soon find out that it doesn't matter. Thousands of years of evolution and hardwiring biological hardwiring is not going to go away in 1 century, right? It hasn't even been a century. It's been a couple of decades, okay? So I'm gonna get right into it. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I humbly appreciate it. Guys, we live in an era where everything is just like real soft, right? Everything is just like equality. It doesn't matter this and it doesn't matter that. And the person, you know what I'm saying, that didn't work for anything, he's just as equal as, you know what I'm saying? So we're in this type of age. So a lot of men somewhat feel like being physicality or being in shape is not important anymore. Newsflash, I'm really making this video to kind of explain this. Newsflash, going back thousands and thousands of years, okay, is impossible, right? So don't get mad at what I'm saying. Get mad on thousands and of millennia of biological hard wiring, because truth of the matter is the same people that's mad about what I'm saying about men are physical beings, right? If you even look at how we're naturally built, we are bigger in size usually. Even men that are shorter in stature will still be eons stronger than their counterparts, right? Than females. It's just what it is. So even nature, you know what I'm saying, is telling you this, right? So like I was saying, don't get mad at what I'm saying. Get mad of thousands and thousands of years of biological hardwiring, right? And physicality is not just about aesthetics, even though it is a huge bonus, and I will get touch on this just a little bit. But it is about, let's face it, thousands of years ago, nature had to weed out the weaker people. We would not have came this far in life if it wasn't for strong men, for strong and fast men. Okay? We wouldn't, if it wasn't for our ancestors that were running away, climbing up trees, right? Running through the savannas, running through the snow, up the mountains, whatever your demographic was, your ancestors were, fighting the elements. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have gone this far in society. We wouldn't have gone this far in human and mankind for us to be chilling and relaxing and popping in hot pockets in the microwave, right? If it wasn't for our ancestors that were busting their ass, being physical, right? These men were physical. Look, it is no secret that when we were in our tribal days, the man that was most revered, the tribesman that was most revered, was the one that could withstand the hazards, that could withstand the elements, that could withstand, the harsh environment, harsh animals. He was the one that was revered. Fast forward all these millennia, shit really hasn't changed. We have what is called sports now, right? Sport and athletes are some of the most highest paid men in all of society. I mean, you can't, besides like some kind of nuclear physicist and all that good stuff, athletes are some of the most highest paid men. And this is for a reason. A lot of people are like, yeah, they're just throwing a ball around, which is somewhat true, right? Which is somewhat true because, we got teachers and stuff that are kind of underpaid, which is kind of BS because they're, building the future kids. But it just goes to show you that men are extremely viewed as physical beings. They are revered for their physicality. This is just something that we cannot run away from. And like I was saying earlier, a lot of these men, especially men that are, how can I put this? They are offended by men being in shape. Yes, this is something that is real. They are offended by other men that are in shape, right? Because why are they offended? Because they feel threatened. So they will talk down. And this is really telling my fellas, the ones that watch my videos, the ones that rock with me. And I know y'all don't feel this way. I know for shit show, y'all don't feel this way. And I'm saying this because it's a reminder. Don't ever let anyone tell you that physicality is just some kind of shallow type of thing. Oh, well, what about the inside and all that? Yeah, that's cool. We get it, the inside. But I don't give a good goddamn what no one says. Your fitness, how in shape you are, is extremely important as well. Okay? Because let's face it, the world respects you way more when you are in shape. Right? Because these people, these politically correct people, they can get mad at what I'm saying. But like I said, when even other people, and it's crazy because we live in such a liberal world, right? We live in such a liberal society, and people will still not respect you if as much if you're out of shape. Ain't that crazy, bro? The same people that's liberal and all that good shit subconsciously do not treat you as better as if you were as if you were in shape. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, this is the real people will treat you much more as a man. People will respect and treat you much more with much more care, with much more respect if you are physically fit. It is what it is. People, when you come in and you have a very good physique, very strong physique, you will get treated better. Call it unfair if you want. Call it shallow, whatever. All these folks, all this politically correct shit. You can call it anything you want, right? Just don't get mad when society itself shows you otherwise. Right? When you come in and you are, and this is no knock on anyone that's out of shape because I don't know everyone's journey, right? Some people might be on a fitness journey. Some people a small, tiny percentage might have thyroid problems. A small percentage, right? For the most part, the obesity problem is not because of thyroid issues. It's just because people eat like shit, right? But, besides those people, right? If you are out and about, you are going to get treated much more better. You're going to get treated with much more respect if you are in shape. Okay? And it is what it is. It is what it is. See, people get their feelings with reality confused, right? People get their feelings with reality confused nowadays. And I don't want you guys to fall in the same trap of listening to weaker people. See, people that are weaker, people that are under, will always try to, make fun of someone that's trying to elevate, right? Like when I was going through my fitness journey, getting myself more fit, I would hear all types of little chit chat in the background, like, oh, you getting fit? Look at you on a health kick, calling it a kick, right? And like they're acting like this is some kind of fad, like I would give it up. You feel what I'm saying? And I proved them wrong. I'm like, oh, kick, fad, okay. And I just smiled at them, and bam, there it went. I got fit, and I didn't care what nobody said because people will try to discourage you. But the thing about it is, these are, like I said, people that are under that don't want to see nobody else do better. Okay? People that are, and I don't mean this in a derogatory term, but people that are weaker don't like people that are stronger. It is what it is. Like I said in the beginning of the video, men have always throughout time. Just look throughout the history books, the greatest conquerors, the greatest tribesmen, the greatest anything that had some sort of physicality to them, whether it was the hunter and gatherers or whether it was conquerors, right? Whether it was men that conquered and, gave their stamp on other countries and stuff. They always incorporated that strength, that pure masculine strength. And yes, I know what someone is thinking, hey, look, conquering and stuff is somewhat negative. It is somewhat negative, right? But even with that aside, like I was saying, the hunter and gatherers, they carried us throughout all of these millennias. They are, if you want to thank anybody, thank the ancestors a long time ago for putting in that dirty work, putting in that getting their hands dirty, putting in that hard work, climbing up mountains, climbing up trees, breaking off limbs and rubbing them together and being physical. Right? These are the men that are revered. And I'm not saying that being intellectual isn't something that is just important. Yes, it is. It is extremely important. But physicality, taking care of your physical, because we are physical beings. We are living in a physical realm. And who knows where we'll go when we pass away. But for now, right? But for now, when we're living on this physical world, you better make sure that your physicality is up to par, because it's always, look, it was like that in the past, that people respected fit men. It is going to be like that way further down, and I mean, this isn't going away anytime soon. Maybe when we fully become robots, right? I don't mean to sound like a nutcase now, right? But who knows? Hundreds or thousands of years from now, when we become fully automated artificial intelligence and we're barely human, right? Until then, men are going to be looked at for their physicality. Okay? So with that being said, I hope this video was insightful. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Peace.